Lately, I've been having a lot of fun and experimenting with different styles of B-roll, different angles, and even different places to sit and talk with you. And all of that is thanks to the Ulanzi GlideGo tripod. This is the Ulanzi JJ06 GlideGo tripod. And to be honest, this is one of those things that usually when you think about tripods, they're not something that you really are excited about when making videos. Whenever you get a new lens, new drone, new camera, those things usually are the ones that really excite you when you get one. To be honest, this was probably the item this year that really made me the most excited. It's gonna sound funny when we have things like the new iPhone, new consoles, everything all around, and I say this was one of the most exciting thing for me this year. You see, when I make videos like this, I use a tripod. When you want to make B-roll or unique shots, you use a tripod. It is something that you get and you are usually not excited, it's not something new, but with this is a total game changer. You might have noticed that I've made a lot of different styles of B-roll lately. Even just different kind of shots, different angles. And the thing is this was pretty much the biggest game changer in all of that. And while I can make B-roll with just my handheld footage, it is incredible what this video tripod can actually do. And before we go deeper what this can do, just remember that this is not a sponsored video per se, but Ulanzi did send out this unit for me to see how I like it. Actually, I was the one that reached out to Ulanzi and asked if there's a potential for me to test out this tripod. So, while it is a product that they send out, I was the one that reached out to them because I saw the potential of how incredible this tripod is. So let's start with the box. As you can see, it comes with a nice box, but what is even nicer, you actually get a carrying bag for the Ulanzi tripod, which you can see is not too big when you actually fold it up. Well, this is actually a pretty lightweight tripod. It is made from carbon fiber and aluminum alloy, so it is really sturdy, it feels really well made, everything's super strong. But at the same time, it feels like it's super lightweight, even though there is so much of material here and just how much you can have with this single tripod. But the most important part for me is what possibilities we have with this tripod, because it's not only a tripod that, like the one that I always use, the one that is under the camera at all times, it is just a straight tripod. I just put the camera on, it is like a single stick and then you have the tripod. But this gives way more possibilities than a traditional tripod. First off, you can just put it normally like a normal tripod with the camera on the top, you know, just open it up a little bit, put it up and have the camera on the top right here. That is a normal traditional tripod style. But for example, I was planning to shoot a video at my desk, but I have different things that I cannot really put the tripod too far behind the desk. And then I thought, you know what, because this can be used in so many different ways, all you have to do is pretty much open up the tripod all the way to the top, lock it into place, and then from here, another thing you can do is screw all this, and now we have this. Like it pretty much seems like an L mount in a way. And essentially you can put it in different positions. I did it a little bit under 90 degrees, but what I actually did is I just had the tripod stand by my desk and have this arm go behind my desk. And then from here we had the camera. So it gives you extra reach that normally maybe you would not be able to get with a traditional tripod, because you don't have to have the tripod just be straight up. You can have it to the side, because if we move it around, we actually can open this up and move the ball head here. And now we have the tripod here. So as you can see, instead of having the camera here, we can move it a little bit back. So it's really cool because it gives us extra reach. All we have to do is close it up. If you're enjoying the video so far, consider subscribing and liking the video. By the way, if you're looking for copyright-free music for your videos that is high-end and cinematic, check out the links down below for MusicBed. And you can actually get a free trial with the link down below. Also, another thing that I've been using this for is the top-down shots. Usually when I try to get top-down shots, I really had no tripod for that. Instead of getting a separate rig for a real, overhead top-down shot over the desk when showing a product, all you have to do is pretty much do the same thing, but just flip it to the side where it was before and put the camera facing downward. So you can just turn it around and now it's facing downward. Only difference is you would have to open up all the legs, put it against the table, and then have the camera here looking down. And that way I was able to get incredible top-down shots lately. Something I was not able to do. So another thing that it was able to give me when getting the shots. And you have to remember that this fully unloaded can actually go up to 187 centimeters. This is pretty much exactly the same height as me. So from the ground all the way to top of me, that is how high this can actually go. So it's pretty nice reach. And for those that don't use centimeters, this is about 6.1, a little bit over feet. So it is pretty nice. Also, because the way it is made, you can pretty much use it also upside down. So you could have a shot going upside down. Another incredible feature of this tripod is its really fluent ball head and different places that you can move. There's two different columns, so the one in the middle and the one in front of the ball head, that are super smooth. So we can make nice cinematic sliders for the product shots, for example, that are super fun to do with this tripod. You can do those different shots, sliders, going a little bit farther, and really unique shots that usually you would not see anywhere else, and you can do it with this tripod. So you have those different moving elements. So you have the one column, the second column, you have the ball head, and the top itself can actually be made to be as smooth up and down. As you can see, it does return to its side, but if you hold it, you can do it whatever you want to do with it, which is pretty nice. And because of that, you have those really smooth motions that you can have really nice B-roll for your product shots, for example, which this is incredible for. I've been really loving to make B-roll with this. Both the top down, like on the desk, where you have two hands free, then like the sliders, really incredible, bigger and smaller. You can even go up and down, depending on how you want to do. You can really have so much flexibility with this tripod. I've been really loving it so far. Not only that, it works on a quick release mount. Essentially, it works super fast and secure, because all you have to do is press it in, is locked, and then you lock it, and it's now super safe and secure. If you want to unlock it, all you have to do is just move unlock position and then press on it, and it jumps out. So it's really easy to use, and this is super cool. You can just put it on your camera and have it at all times, and put it on the tripod whenever you want to. And like I said before, it is a super lightweight and travel-friendly tripod, because when you actually close it down, it is about 50 centimeters. It's not too big, really small. As you can see, you can just put it on your backpack and take it with you. But it is going to be a little bit bigger than like a super lightweight tripod, because there is just more elements to it, and I love it because of that. One more thing I didn't mention before is on the sides there's actually places where you can screw things like accessories to it. For example, if you wanted to have like a magic arm or something, you can put like a light here. There's different places that you can actually screw things onto it, so another added benefit. And one more thing is this handle is not actually only the handle. Actually, if we screw it off, and now if we look into the handle, we can screw off the back again. What we have inside is magnetized different tips for this, which means you can have a screwdriver from this. So you take one out, you can put it here, and now you have a screwdriver with different sides, different ones. Pretty much like an essential tool, pretty much genius, because it is just hidden away in the handle. So if you ever need a screwdriver to screw something into the tripod or somewhere else on the set, this could be a lifesaver. But like I said, for me mainly, this was something I really wanted for the B-roll. Not only for something like this, where it's a talking head, a traditional tripod style of video, but also for the B-roll, when I want to show something on the desk, to show the item, showcase it, while this is, you know, from the top. It pretty much replaces any overhead setup that I would need. It also replaces a lot of the sliders that you might need, because you can do so much with it already. So instead of getting 3 different accessories, you can just get this and get incredible results right from the go. I was super excited to try it out, and I've been loving it for the last couple of weeks or months at this point, because the B-roll is really fun to make with it. It just makes so many more possibilities that usually would not be able to without this tripod. You know, I really like the sliders. You can do really creative, longer sliders with having really smooth footage, because this is handling this smoothness for you pretty much. Also, the overhead, really cool. You can really set it up the way you want to, while being a super solid and premium product. With that being said, if you have any more questions about the Ulanzi GlideGo tripod, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.